It all started with a swirl of rumors that Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber might cross paths at the 2025 Golden Globes, and for anyone who's followed their story from the beginning, that possibility alone was enough to set the internet ablaze. Their on-again, off-again romance once dominated headlines worldwide. They were young, wildly famous, and as open with their relationship as two global superstars could be. But years passed, and each went on separate journeys. Justin married Hailey, and Selena found stability in a new relationship. There was a sense that time had finally healed old wounds. Yet the second whispers emerged that both exes would be in the same room on one of Hollywood's most glamorous nights. Everyone braced for a new chapter in their complicated narrative. The Golden Globes, always known for their glitz and unpredictability, felt especially charged this year. The red carpet, though glimmering with designer gowns and sharp suits, had an undercurrent of speculation. Would Selena and Justin run into each other? How would they act if they did? Even before the ceremony began, the paparazzi were desperate to capture any fleeting glance or passing moment that might suggest sparks flying or drama brewing. And it wasn't just them. Celebrities and insiders were also curious, sneaking peeks across the ballroom to see if they'd find Selena's and Justin's paths intersecting. Yet for Selena Gomez, there was more at stake than merely the anxiety of encountering her former flame. This was her first major public appearance with Benny Blanco as her official fiancé. Just a month earlier, she'd announced her engagement, setting off a wave of congratulations. And, naturally, some side-eye from skeptics who questioned if this new love was genuine or just another Hollywood fling. In truth, their happiness shone brighter than any rumor could dim. Selena stepped into the ballroom wearing a breathtaking off-the-shoulder gown in a soft, icy blue. It evoked a modern Cinderella vibe, turning every head in the room. Benny stood beside her in a crisp white suit, a look that echoed effortless style, but made it clear he was here to support her big night. From the moment they arrived, Selena and Benny were the picture of a couple ready to share their joy. Soft laughter passed between them during light-hearted conversations with fellow nominees. When he reached for her hand, she intertwined her fingers with his, a small, genuine gesture that spoke volumes. A handful of onlookers even claimed they caught them sneaking a quick kiss when they assumed the cameras were pointed elsewhere. It was adorable and unguarded, a glimpse into the sincerity of their connection. And let's not forget the eye-catching rock on Selena's finger, a gorgeous, cushiony diamond with a subtle inscription referencing her hit single, Good For You, hidden in its band. That personal touch only added more buzz around her engagement. While Selena glowed in the spotlight, paparazzi lenses scanned the crowd for Justin Bieber and Hailey. Though the couple had been married for a while, they'd spent the last year pushing back against gossip about a supposed rough patch. Hailey had posted supportive notes on social media about Justin's health and personal growth, silencing some of the chatter. Still, rumors had refused to fade, suggesting that tension lingered between them. This year's Golden Globes marked another chance for Justin to show unity with Hailey, or at least to appear unfazed if he happened to see Selena. The possibility of them crossing paths wasn't simply a matter of speculation, it was a question on everyone's mind. How would two people once inseparable navigate such an emotionally charged setting? As the evening progressed, more than a few observers reported that Selena spotted Justin from across the room. There was no public confrontation, no loud arguments or dramatic tears, but her composure seemed to waver for a split second. Later, an insider claimed that seeing Justin at such a pinnacle moment of her own happiness stirred up old memories. It wasn't that she wished for a reunion, rather, the weight of her past with him briefly rushed back, underscoring how different her life was now. It was like unexpectedly flipping through a dusty photo album, catching a glimpse of pages you thought you'd already closed for good. According to these whispers, Selena felt a twinge of nostalgia, a swirl of emotional recollections, but also a sort of clarity that she'd moved on and was content. Some sources say that after composing herself, Selena leaned closer to Benny during a brief lull in conversation. If she was rattled, she didn't show it for long. In fact, her confidence seemed to soar once she and Benny were seated among other nominees. People noticed they exchanged supportive smiles which seemed to say, "We're in this together." No one can truly know what runs through someone's mind in a moment like that, yet those watching were convinced. Selena looked grounded in her present, determined not to let her past steal the limelight from her future. Meanwhile, fans on social media latched onto the swirling rumors that Justin had recently unfollowed Selena on Instagram. For the public, this was more fuel for the fire. Unfollowing an ex might not seem like a big deal to the average person, but in the celebrity world, where every digital action is dissected, it can spark endless speculation. Was Justin feeling uneasy about her engagement news? Did he not want to see the wave of posts congratulating her on a new chapter in life? Or was it as simple as cleaning up his following list? No one knew for sure, but the timing was too perfect, too dramatic. People quickly formed theories, analyzing every online breadcrumb for meaning. Some insisted it was a sign that Justin was having a harder time letting go than anyone realized, while others brushed it off as a harmless social media purge. In any case, the video clips that emerged from the Golden Globes told a compelling story. One moment caught Selena on the edge of applause, beaming as Benny helped her rise for a standing ovation when her name was announced among the nominees. Another snippet showed Justin chatting with a colleague at the opposite side of the room, looking composed, though occasionally his gaze drifted in Selena's direction. Hailey, standing just to his left, appeared focused on the event itself, whispering occasional remarks in Justin's ear. The real question was whether behind that calm exterior, anyone felt an emotional undercurrent pulling them back into the past. By the time the ceremony ended and the after-parties began, the gossip mill was running at full speed. Journalists reached out to both Selena's and Justin's reps for clarifications. Did they speak in private? Were the tears rumors or reality? Selena's team put out a tactful statement emphasizing that her focus was on celebrating her nominations and enjoying the evening with her fiancé. No direct mention of Justin at all, which only ignited more conspiracy theories. One rumor even suggested that the two exchanged a polite, "Hi, how are you?" somewhere along the hallway leading to the main event, but any confirmation on that was murky at best. Selena's fans rallied around her on social media, pouring out love and support. Many noted how radiant she looked with Benny by her side, remarking that she'd never seemed so at peace. Some wrote messages like, "This is the happiest she's ever been," and "Selena's glow is everything right now." There was also compassion from fans who believed that complicated emotions are natural when you've shared so many years with someone, even if those days are behind you. Benny's fans chimed in too, celebrating the couple's synergy and praising him for supporting Selena through a delicate evening. The buzz carried over into the following morning as entertainment shows dissected every glance, every rumored tear, every perceived moment of tension. Some analysts questioned whether Justin's alleged unfollow of Selena was a genuine attempt to heal, removing an ex from his digital periphery, or a petty move aimed at stirring headlines. Others wondered if Selena's acceptance speech, had she won, would have included any nod to overcoming her difficult past. Unfortunately, she didn't take home a statue that evening, but she did earn glowing reviews from critics and fans alike for her performance and for the evident happiness she displayed throughout the night. All of this leaves open a question that resonates with many people. When you share significant history with someone, can you ever really become indifferent to their presence? Selena and Justin were once the ultimate it couple, shaping each other's early 20s and navigating a level of fame most people can't imagine. Encounters like the one at the Golden Globes can stir up echoes of what once was, even if what once was is firmly in the rearview mirror. The look in Selena's eyes, and perhaps the subtle stiffness in Justin's shoulders, seemed to hint that memories don't just vanish because you're holding someone else's hand. Yet, when all was said and done, the night seemed to stand as proof of new beginnings. Selena kept her composure and had her fiancé to lean on. Justin left with Hailey, who by most accounts was calm and supportive in her own way. No explosive arguments or dramatic showdowns unfolded. Instead, there was an unspoken acknowledgement that life has moved forward for both parties. While it might still sting at times, each has found a different path to happiness. The public's fascination isn't fading anytime soon. Fans have always been deeply invested in whether these two might ever reconcile in some capacity, whether as friends or mere acquaintances who can occupy the same space without a flicker of drama. For now, though, it's clear both are carving out distinct lives. Selena is planning a future with Benny, a partner who champions her success and showers her with genuine affection. Justin continues navigating marriage with Hailey, shutting down rumors as best he can. Even as the pages turn on this new chapter, the overlap of their stories will likely remain a hot topic for anyone who remembers the many twists and turns that made them who they are. No matter how many years go by, a chance encounter at a glamorous event can stir up everything once thought buried. The sight of a familiar face can make your heart skip for just an instant, reminding you of what once was and how far you've come. But perhaps that's the real takeaway. Time marches on, people grow, and relationships transform. While nostalgia can flicker in the most unexpected moments, it doesn't have to derail what comes next. For Selena, Justin, and everyone watching from the sidelines, that might be the biggest lesson of all. After all, moving on doesn't mean you forget. It means learning to appreciate how the past shaped you while stepping confidently into a future that feels more authentic and secure than ever before.